All over our cities, along our coastlines and across our green and pleasant land, an invisible army is fighting a never-ending war. Their enemy is the filth that we create, the vermin that thrive on it. Welcome to the hidden world of the Grimefighters. On Grimefighters tonight, when the going gets tough, the tough get tough. Who needs the gym when you've got 9 abandoned fridges to lift? Not Andy and Ray.
I've got the heavy hand again.
So you should as well.
Drain busters Bill and Simon have a bad day at the office.
No one loves me.
And in Wolverhampton, one litter picker is never stumped for words.
Look at this lot, eh? Unbelievable.
In a Grimsby council property, a family has left and squatters have been in. Now it's up to our clean team, Sean, Darren and Steve, to make the place fit for a new family. The first job is to do a risk assessment.
We don't know what's in there, we don't know the state of the property. It's a case of just pull up and have a quick look, see what's in there.
Some of the family possessions are still here, and there's grim evidence that squatters with all their problems have been here too.
God, it's definitely been a lot of vandalism going on in here. Front room, middle room's pretty much smashed up, all the furniture's been smashed up. Yeah, in the kitchen, they've smashed all the units, smashed the window, radiator's been ripped off, so chances are the plumbing central heating system's been ripped out. Obviously breakage on the door, doors are totally ruined, so all them will need to come off.
Upstairs, it's clear the squatters weren't exactly house-proud. The lads must tread warily.
Before you get stuck in, it's just a case of go round any signs of any drug use, any needles, obvious signs of them sometimes is in bins. So it seems to basically go around survey it before you get the lads in here, because obviously when they get in, they just want to get cracking and get it done.
Darren enters what was once a child's bedroom, but there's nothing innocent about this.
This is just pure filth. You can even smell, it's got a real strong smell of urine, to be honest with you. I mean, look at that. I mean, would you really let anyone live like that? It's just disgusting. I don't know what's behind it yet. Have a quick look. It's mainly just toys underneath it, bits of food waste. It's obviously been having itself a little picnic. It's a case of just be careful, have a look round, survey what there might be before we get in here and clear it properly. And look through the toy boxes, anything sharp, and go from there.
As Darren picks his way through the rubbish, it soon becomes clear his caution is well-founded.
Yes, like I say, when you're surveying, you've got to be very careful. Come across the first needle, we don't know what it's been used for, we can guess it's drugs of some sort.
The squatters who moved in here had one interest, and one interest only: drugs.
There's more needles in here. I've just been using that to tie their arm up for when they inject or wherever they're injecting to. Yeah, there's loads in here. Simple example, you get a normal carrier bag where you can just pick it up with your hands, needle straight in you, and this one's actually is used as well.
Rob has now completed his risk assessment. It's going to be dangerous. In Dagenham, Essex, our sewage team, Bill and Simon, are once again ready to demonstrate their skill. For them, a reported drain blockage isn't so much a problem, it's an opportunity.
Hello. You called about a blocked drain?
Yes, my auntie did.
Your aunt did? OK, what is it? Is it the back drain?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Right. That's a problem. Getting at it is going to be the difficulty.
The lady's gone out and we can't find the back door key, so we can't get out and have a look at the cover that's out in the garden. So now we're going to investigate, so we can find the interceptor.
They've got to get into the drain somehow.
Look at the house. It'll be coming out the side of the house, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, someone's built a stanchion on the side. It means someone's either built over the interceptor or we won't be able to gain access. So what we have to do is try and knock on the door, see if anyone's in, and see if there's a cover in the back garden.
But the owner is out, and the lads are frustrated. They could do with some help. From a neighbour, perhaps.
Have you got a cover in your back garden?
What do you mean?
Manhole
Sewage
cover.
cover. Is there any chance we can have a look?
Come.
Step this way.
Follow him.
One glance at the neighbour's drain and Bill knows the source of the problem lies at the back of the first house.
If there was a blockage here, it would have backed up all the way, and as you can see, it's just shallow. So it's got to be internal. The only way you can tell that is by gaining access to a cover, which is in the garden. No.
Knowledge isn't everything. They know where the blockage is, but they can't get at it. Reluctantly, they'll have to leave the job unfinished. Back in the abandoned Grimsby property, Darren and his team are ready to clear away all the rubbish. Until recently, this place was home to some drug-using squatters. That was obvious from all the needles.
It's not that dirty compared to others we've done. I just think that somebody's actually smashed the place up, maybe for the fun.
The last official tenants here were a family, and many of their possessions are still here. Darren and the lads try to piece together what happened.
I'm just more nosy, I am. I look for stuff of so I can pry into people's lives.
Now Steve finds another clue.
Photo album. Why would you leave something like that behind? You'd definitely take that with you, wouldn't you? All the kids in there and everything.
Nice Christmas hat for you.
Oh, lovely.
The squatters have left no needles on the ground floor, but upstairs it's different.
There's two more in here. We'll just carefully place them in the bucket, syringe bucket. This is the worst of it, when you actually get them in with a load of rubbish. It's dirty plasters as well, obviously. A bit of blood. Yeah, there's quite a few in here.
The smallest prick from one of these needles could have serious consequences.
You just never know what you can get. If you're lucky, you might not get anything. If you're unfortunate, you get AIDS or hepatitis.
Obviously, we've got some more, what we saw earlier.
There are needles everywhere, but some of them are out of sight.
In the mattresses, normally what happens here, I mean, I don't know, they'll inject themselves while they're laid in bed, and you often find the needles actually inside the mattress, and yeah, that can be pretty dangerous, and it's very hard to spot as well.
Guys?
Yeah?
I'll bring the sharps box, mate.
Yeah.
Another one yet again in the kids' bedroom.
I think that's all the needles in here. Now we can treat it as general waste. Again.
All the needles have been removed. Now begins the great clear-out.
I think all the major items are on. Just put the weighty items on top, keep everything else in case of strap it up and get off.
Surely, this can't be compared with Steve's lunch. Yes, it can.
You don't really want to look in this lunchbox. It looks like the contents of that house, to be honest with you. Chicken roll with Branston pickle.
That's actually looks all right for today. Normally he has Marmite, cheese spread with something else. And I'll tell you now, that lunchbox has not been cleaned out for about a week.
Back in Dagenham, Bill and Simon are determined that the next strain blockage will be well and truly defeated, and the owners at home
Hello, mate. Barton Dagenham Council.
are more than happy to
Talk
help.
about a block sewer. Come to clear it for you.
At last, Bill and Simon can get on with doing what they do best, clearing drains. Bill is now in his element.
There's everything in that one. It's like stew, isn't it?
3 feet deep is about the water in there.
I don't want to swim in it, no.
Well, I don't think so, no.
Simon's going to go and get the stick so we can stir it up.
A touch of Bill's rod should soon sort out the problem. Simon appears to be pleased to be back from his honeymoon.
He missed me for the 2 weeks I was away. He ran up, cuddled me, you know, crying. He's like one of those little puppy dogs, you know.
With Simon now married, Bill wonders where it all went wrong for him.
I am looking, but I don't think anyone likes me. No one loves me.
Now it looks as if his work life is going haywire. Bill decides to raise the stakes.
What we're going to do, we're going to send the jetter up, and what it does, it pushes out a volume of water.
This is the serious bit, because that thing that he's got in his hand is highly dangerous. If it came out at him and hit him, he could either spend a good couple of weeks in hospital or he'd be in the mortuary. Right, you ready, dear?
Yes, dear.
Whatever it is down there, the jetter should do the trick. But the jetter isn't always the answer.
It seems like I broke through it, but not enough, Hope. Not enough. So we'll probably have to do is send the jet back up there again.
Maybe what we need is a change of personnel.
We're swapping.
Over.
By the time he got his hands dirty anyway.
Simon might learn something here about marriage. It's not always about teamwork.
Told ya.
We can't do it with this, so we're going to go back to our yard and get another lorry that we've got and have a go with that.
It's my beast, we're going to get my baby.
Despite all their hopes, victory will have to be postponed. Coming up, when Andy and Ray go to collect one abandoned fridge, they find 8 more.
You've got to have a laugh, otherwise you cry.
But for Little Pickaloo, it's just not funny.
Would you like this outside your house?
And for Bill and Simon, the nightmare continues.
It's one of them days, isn't it?
Up and down the land, a little-known army of dedicated professionals are devoted to battling an ever-advancing tide of grime. Back in Grimsby, in a suburb earmarked for regeneration, there's another more extensive problem. Fly tipping, officially the illegal dumping of rubbish, has become commonplace. A council response unit led by Ray and Andy are investigating a report of an abandoned fridge.
Well, typical of this area.
Yeah.
Typical. The trouble is they're regenerating all this area, so all these have come out of these houses, obviously, you know, so and we get this on a regular basis around this area.
When it comes to bulky waste, every council offers a rubbish collection service. But unfortunately, some of the residents here prefer their own system. It's called dump and run.
Problem is people come and see fridge is already dumped here, so they'll think council's coming out, we'll get rid of our other rubbish, you know.
You never win, will you?
Ray and Andy don't waste too much energy on the rights and wrongs of fly tipping.
How comes I get the bin on the big one then? I've just told you, you're younger than me. You've got to have a laugh, otherwise you cry. You know, some of the things you've got to do. I've got the heavy end again.
So you should as well. It's normally me that gets the heavy
I'm older than you.
The lads get a workout. Before long, they've tidied up this part of Grimsby, at least for the time being.
We're hoping that it'll stop people dumping there again, but it won't, you know. We'll be back. We'll get off, take the fridges to the recycling depot. Just hope it stays on. So I know what his tie-in's like. That's all right, don't bother it.
That won't fall off. Sound as a pound, that.
This is where we bring all the fridges, usually televisions, washers and things like that.
This is a moment for Ray and Andy to reflect on the state of the world.
It's like you used to wear a pair of shoes, didn't you? You could take it to the cobblers and get a new sole put on. No, not nowadays. Sling it.
You can get a telly for 100 quid. Nice flat screen, get rid of your big thing, dump it, we pick it up, fetch it here. You know. So that's what it is, isn't it? Throwaway society.
We'll knock it on the head now and go and have a brew, a well-earned brew.
In Dagenham, Bill and Simon have some unfinished business. They think they've got the ultimate weapon.
As you can see, we've got the better jet on, the bigger jet, and the bigger hose and the powerful machine.
The big one is forcing an enormous, powerful jet of water down the drain, but so far, without much effect.
It's gone down and stayed at its level.
Foiled again.
Isn't it?
Simon won't give up easily. He's determined to shift this blasted blockage. But again, Simon is thwarted.
It's gone directly back to that level again, isn't it? What do you want to do?
The lads are now under pressure. The owner wants an answer.
What we're doing now, we're going to just walk up the road to lift up another interceptor, another drain. Well, as you can see, this one is up and it's quite thick, so therefore it tells us that the mains are up.
So, after all that, the blockage is in the main sewer, which means it's beyond their reach.
Go up and tell the gentleman the bad news. What I've done is I've checked down here, and the interceptor's up on that roll there. So that means Thames water, because of the mains up along there, so it's nothing to do with you, not your fault, it's just one of them things that happen.
But the great grime fighter is always prepared to be philosophical.
Well, disappointing job there, so we're going to go on to the next one, and hopefully we'll be able to clear that one.
Despite the remorseless grind of grime fighting, it seems we're making more mess than ever.
Da, 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 da.
But in Wolverhampton, our proudest litter picker, Lou, won't give up.
Yeah, this is a noted area for little bits of fly tips of people that want to chuck the odds and sods away. I can't for the life of me see why they leave a big toy like that in the street. Obviously they can't dump it in the bin. And carpet here, look at this, just dumped in the street. Would you like this outside your house?
This is a war he can't win, but
here.
a battle he'll always fight.
I might have guessed it, Gary. Same old dumping ground. Look at this lot, eh? Unbelievable. This isn't the first fly tip, it won't be the last.
Lou's got a nose for rubbish. He knows what to do with it.
Let's have a nosy, see if there's any addresses. If you find any paperwork with anything on, we'll hand that into the office and let them sort it out. Because this has just got to stop. Can you see any legs on that bag? No, because it's brought here and chucked in the dead of night. Nobody sees nothing. Nappies, look. When I was a kid, my mother had Terraline nappies. They used to boil them and wash them and hang them on the line. These days they're all throwaway. But why throw them away in the street? Put them in the household bin. The bin men come every week.
In Dagenham, Bill and Simon are back where they started. This time, the owner is at home, and now they can go where they need to go.
Hello, Barking and Dagenham sewer team, you reported a sewer.
That sewer is a drain.
Well, we come back here earlier and we couldn't gain access because you lost the keys or the late.
I didn't lost the key, I wasn't here.
Well, you weren't here.
Went to them.
Is there any chance we can have a look now?
Yes.
Finally, there's a real chance that our team will succeed.
It's clear.
It's clear.
Oh.
So if this one was full,
See?
that would be blocked, yeah? But now we know it's just that that's blocked.
Yeah.
See?
So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and take all this out because it's on a sleeve. We need to take that out so we can plunge it.
In a minute, it'll be in your living room, like ripping the wall out.
Yeah, that's all right.
What's he doing now?
That's all right. Oh, when you get up in the morning and your garden full of water, what you do?
This is very
Buy
true.
some fish.
But things are still not going Bill's way.
It's just one of them things that happens, isn't it? Just one of them days, isn't it?
For the third time, Simon steps in and has a go. But this time from another access point.
You getting it? I can feel it. I can feel it, yeah. She's gone.
That's my house.
We have one satisfied customer today.
Hallelujah! The heavens have parted, the water's flowing.
Now this is a cured system. This is now working perfectly. All care of me.
Are you satisfied now?
Yeah, great.
I know we are.
It's all very satisfying. The blasted blockage is no more.
We've had one success.
Success. It's not quantity, it's quality. And I do quality work.
Since the filming of the show, the house in Grimsby has been refurbished and is now home to a new family. There are no more flies in the fly-tipping hotspot, and the main sewer in Dagenham was eventually cleared, and one relieved resident can now take it easy.